A shadow, perfectly still, across the street from your bedroom window. The faint glint of something held up to the eye. You've never seen them before, but they've seen you. Transmissions from the dark hours. Lock your doors. The city lights blur into streaks as rain lashes against the windshield. My last fare of the night dropped off an hour ago. Scrolling through past rides, a familiar name popped up. Mark. He lived 10 blocks from me. Then I remembered the ride before Mark. Another passenger, Jane, who lived 5 blocks from Mark and 2 blocks from me. Ita. I'd seen her twice since, always around my neighborhood coffee shop, always looking away when I glanced up. Coincidence, I told myself. A small city after all. But the knot in my stomach tightened. My car idled at a red light, rain still falling. I checked the rideshare map again, just to be sure. My route home highlighted. And there, a familiar icon, just a few blocks behind me. It was Jane. She wasn't hailing a ride. Her dot was moving with purpose, following the same turns I was making. My rear-view mirror showed nothing but headlights and blurring reflections. I sped up, took a sudden turn down a residential street. Her dot hesitated, then adjusted, still behind me. My hands clenched the wheel. She wasn't just in my neighborhood. She was in my wake. The dim glow of the bedside lamp cast long shadows across the apartment. I swore I'd close that window before leaving for work. It was barely ajar now, just enough for a sliver of cold air to seep in. I dismissed it as settling, or maybe I was just forgetful. The cat, usually aloof, was unusually skittish, darting under the bed whenever I moved. Nothing seemed out of place, not really. But the air felt colder, thinner, like someone had breathed it all up, then left. The kitchen was quiet, the refrigerator humming. I reached for my coffee mug, the one with the chipped rim I always used. It wasn't there. Instead, a pristine white mug, one I hadn't used in months, sat perfectly centered on the drying rack. My chipped mug was tucked away deep in the back of the cupboard behind the spice jars. No one else has a key. No one else knows where I keep things. The window was definitely closed when I left. The thought wasn't that someone had been here. It was that someone had lived here for a moment, in my place. The sterile hum of fluorescent lights echoed through the empty parking garage. It was 2 a.m. My shift was finally over. Each click of my heels on the concrete sounded unnaturally loud. I kept my head down, keys clutched tight. The air was cold, damp. Every shadow seemed to stretch, deepen, shift. I heard it then, a faint scuff, just around the corner, where my car was parked. I froze, breath held. Nothing, just the whir of distant ventilation. But the hair on my neck stood on end. I wasn't alone. My hand trembled as I pressed the unlock button. The car lights flashed, illuminating the empty space beside me. And then, a reflection in the passenger window, not my own. A figure, standing just beyond the pillar, watching. They didn't move, just stood there, utterly still, a dark silhouette against the muted concrete. I fumbled for the door handle, jumped inside, locked it. The engine roared to life. As I peeled out, I glanced in the rear view. The figure was still there, but now they were slowly walking towards the spot where my car had been parked. Not looking at me, but at the empty space. The worst realization isn't what they'll do, but what they already know. Your route, your habits, the things you love, the intimate details of your life, collected and catalogued, without your consent. It's the moment you understand that your existence is their entertainment, your privacy, their playground, and that for them, it's not a game, it's just Tuesday. Streetlights recede into the fog, a lone siren wailing softly in the distance. The darkness holds more than just shadows. It holds observation, it holds intent. Stay vigilant, stay safe, and join us again for the next dispatch. Subscribe now and ensure your own dark hours remain your own.